Alright, getting ready to close out the day here. I've got to go to a basketball game here in a little while that my youngest daughter has, and it's an away game, so I got to take off. But we've been working on the mixer wagon today. Jay and James ended up putting new tires on a skid steer. We had some other troubles along the way. Just little hurdles that we had to get over today. I didn't end up filming any of that type stuff. We had a hydraulic pump go on a tractor that was on a manure pump that we had to drag out of the way. The dealer ended up helping us with that, with diagnosing the problems that it had. We had some other problems that we had to work out, and I didn't get working on this until about noon, 1 o'clock. And ended up pulling the screws up out of it. You'll see that here later on in the video. And I have to cut the, you see there's like a baffle. You can kind of see it on the wall here. There's a baffle here. I was able to get one side cut out before I had to go. I cut that out with the torches. Now tomorrow we're going to cut the other side out with the plasma cutter. James, he helped me on the mixer, and while he's getting in and out of the mixer, we end up weighing him too. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and we'll catch you at the end. We only got a couple loads of feed left to do this damn thing, and it is tearing itself apart. You got a striker? So we're just going to cut a little bit of this out so we can continue. Speed corner. That was tearing up pretty good. The cows started jumping. I was feeding the dry cows up to barn 9 there, and man, they were running and jumping and everything else, and making a lot of noise. So got 4 loads of feed left to move. And that's gonna do it. Alright, we're down in my basement. Turn this guy off. On the old side of my house. We had added on to this house several years ago. So we got a water heater on each side of the house. This is the old part. Got part of a dirt floor there. And then the new part of the basement's on that side. The old furnace used to sit right here. So this old water heater needs a heating element. So I've got the breaker off. I'm gonna go ahead and test both of these elements. It's got 2 elements in this water heater. I went to turn the breaker back on, and it made a hell of a noise and kicked the breaker back off. So I obviously got an element bad. I just don't know which one. Usually it's the bottom one. So we'll go ahead and get the wires off in there, and we'll test both of them. So that's going. Kim's got the water on upstairs, and once she gets water to come out of that sink, I can turn this breaker back on. She'll be in business here. She'll have her dishwasher going again. So with that being said, we're going to get back over to the shop and get moving on that mixer. This is an old cistern right here. Most old farmhouses had this. That's maybe a 500 gallon water storage, or actually probably more than that. See if I can look down into here without hurting myself. Here's the old cistern. Let me turn this on. Yeah, there's the old cistern there. It maybe, it probably held 1,000 gallons. And that's where they ran all the rainwater. And sometimes, if it wasn't rainwater, if you had a shallow well, they ran the water into that cistern from the shallow well, let the cistern fill up, and then when you needed and had a demand for water, you had an adequate supply there, and then you'd let your well run all the time at a trickle into that cistern, so that when you had a heavy demand for water, you had it there. Also, the cisterns were used for, they would collect rainwater off the roof, just so that they had an adequate supply of water when they needed it. But we're supplying this house with a spring that's a half a mile down the road now. So we're just kind of waiting for this water heater to fill up, and then we can turn the breaker back on. Jason and James are putting new tires on our feed skid steer. These tires we haven't used before. They're a Michelin bib steel. They're, what do they call them? Bib steel, hard surface or something like that. Yeah, hard bib steel, hard surface. These are they're a 260/70 R16.5. They're equivalent to a 10.5, 16.5. We're going to give these a try and see what kind of life we get out of these. These seem to be a bidirectional. They're all bidirectional tires, aren't they, Jay?
Yeah.
The tires that we had on this before were Carlisle CSL 45s, and we only got about 850 hours out of these. The original tires were a I can show you on our other skid steer. These were a they were a Galaxy Hulk. Galaxy Hulk. And these tires here, we got 1,700 and like 60 some hours out of them. I can show you the tread pattern of them. They're on one of our other skid steers. But the Carlisle CSL 45s are junk. That's one of them right there. That's got 800 and some odd hours on it, right down to nothing. This tire here was a spare that got put onto it, and that's the kind of tire that was on this from the factory. So we'll go out and look at that other skid steer. But yeah, these are a Michelin. They should be a good tire. So we'll see how many hours we got of these, right, Jay?
Hopefully more than 800.
Yeah. We put these on in July, July 18th, and now we're changing them out. Here's one that's bald, absolutely bald. So, well, these guys are gonna work on this, and I'm gonna get back on the mixer here. This is the tire that came on the 318G, obviously not this big, but this is a Galaxy Hulk. These are 14 by 17.5, but this is the tread pattern of the Galaxy Hulk, and you can buy these tires on a new machine now. You didn't used to be able to get those tires from the factory, but you can now. This is the second set of tires that we've had on the 326E, and we've had good luck with them. We've been getting a good amount of hours out of them. a factory set of regular skid steer tires. You're lucky to get 300 hours out of them. Them Carlisle tires, they only went about 800, and we're going to see how far these Michelin bib steels go. These guys are spread manure. Jason and James are finishing up their Alright, we're going to get things underway here. We're going to take the tops of these screws here off, and all they are is just a wore out disc blade. We're going to take this off, and then we can get down in and unbolt this screw and that one, and we'll lift the screws out here. Now we're going to have to dig all this material out down to about, oh, I don't know, I guess it's down to about here. That's just like a front end to a tractor, you know, it's like a 10-bolt hub down in there. This disc here that came off of the back screw, I put on about a month and a half ago. And this is just a wore out disc to one of our discs. And then this one here, this has been on there a while and it's paper thin. So, and that is sharp as hell too. So we're going to throw these off to the side. And we'll dig out all that crap. See, this one doesn't have much stuff in it. But that one there does. So we'll dig these out and we'll unbolt them and get them out. Alright, we've got the rear screw is finally cleaned out. That was packed right full, so this is not as clean down inside this one. This one's had some crap in there a little longer, and the other one, and here's the pile of crap that came out of this screw, and that one had maybe 3 handfuls. So we'll reach down in there and knock all them bolts off on each screw. Then we'll just wrap a chain around here and we'll lift this up out of the mixer and set these on the ground. And then we'll have to, these are the baffles here, and we're going to have to cut most of them out and clean out the area in behind them. Get all that crap out of there, and then when the new ones are going to go on right here. So with that being said, let's get on the way here. Alright, we've got the bolts are all out. We are all unbolted from the planetary, which comes up through the center of these augers. And this one's unbolted too. So we're going to lift these augers up out of the mixer here, and then we're going to clean up the rest of this stuff. And then we'll start slamming our walls in. I actually better move back over a little bit, and then when I lift up, it'll actually go towards the back.
Right.
All right, and then I'll drop back in, and we'll hook onto that back one, do the same thing.
Copy that.
All right. going out, James?
Yeah,
Alright, let me know when you hit the ground.
I'm on the ground.
Okay, you're out?
Yep.
There you go. Well, you're 270 pounds, James. That scale's pretty accurate, isn't it? Alright, we have the screws out. See, all these are is a large planetary, and the augers bolt on, kind of like a wheel would bolt to a front wheel assist on or a front tire with wheel assist on a tractor. So we're going to have to cut these baffles out. I'm probably going to cut them up into here like that, and get the material cleaned out. They're brake packed full of feed. We let this wear out. We let this wear too far, and we don't want that material in behind them baffle plates. So we're going to cut them with a torch, get that garbage cleaned out of here, and completely clean this mixer out before we even start on it. Alright, we've got this side cut out. This side here I'm going to cut with the plasma cutter instead of the torches here. So I'm going to get these pieces cut up a little smaller so I can get them out. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and share any of these videos that you guys enjoy as well. So drop me a comment down below, and thanks again for watching. We'll catch you at the next video.